fail is a matter of an individual choice. What is our choice? To succeed, right? So here's a video.
To be successful at college, what are some...
Wake up, go to class, They don't wake you up, you know. You're not at home, you don't have your mom or your dad or whoever it was they're waking you up. You need to know that this is your life. You are preparing to be an adult. You want to go to class. You want to be able to graduate on time and get that good job. Wake up, that's the first thing. Just wake up and go to class. It's hard, but get that alarm clock working and go to class. Stay focused on what you came to college for. And you came there to get a diploma and to get a good job when you're done. So that's what you need to do. Stay focused, wake up, go to class. That's what I say.
Yeah, and I would say you should be prepared for your roommate.
Oh.
A lot of people have roommates.
Mm-hmm.
And also you need to know how to plan out your time.
Yes.
Like as far as studying, doing your work, doing essays, you just need to know how to plan it out accordingly. It'll work out perfectly.
So with that video, it says we need to wake up for class, be organized, and settle schedules so you can get your work done. We can succeed if we study and get good grades, we go to class each session, and we avoid procrastination. We should study, but why should we study? We study so we can pass our tests, and we can do well in our class. Because if we don't study, we can't get good grades. You have to put effort in your work so you can achieve what you want in your class. And like I said before, studying helps get good grades. And all you have to do is study 30 minutes each day for each class. That's all you need, 30 minutes each day, and then let's say in 2 weeks you have a test and you're going over the material, you will know that material because you've been studying each day for 30 minutes. And it won't be as hard as if you were just cramming all the information in. And prioritize your time wisely. Make sure you have a schedule on when you should study for each class, and after class, in between classes, just find those 30 minutes that you can study. Go to class. But why are we going to class? One of my issues is I pay a lot of money to come here, especially. Our parents are throwing out $20,000, $30,000 for us to sit in our room sleeping or watching TV. They're actually doing it so we can get an education. So that's one of the main reasons why we should. Another one is to take notes. If you don't come to class, you're missing all the notes that the teacher is saying. And sometimes you can rely on your friends for notes, but sometimes you can't because you could get other information that they might have missed. Another reason is don't fall into peer pressure. Like if your friends don't go to class and they say, oh, just miss class. No, you should go to class because your friends aren't the ones that are going to get the A's for you. And sometimes I know here, professors, they count attendance. So if you miss more than 3 days, it's like, oh, you get a letter grade off. You don't want to risk that just because you missed 3 days, so just go to class. And another one is that you're going to learn. We come to college here to get our education so we can become something in life. So going to class, you'll learn about your major. So if, let's say, people want to be a lawyer, they got to go to the law classes so they can learn for their business. And another reason is the education opportunity that we have. There's people out there in the world that don't have the opportunity that we do. So that's why we need to come to class so we can learn and get our education. Avoid procrastination. Stop thinking about it and just do it. The more you procrastinate, oh, I'll do it later, or I'll do it tomorrow. If you have time at that moment, just do it at that moment. Don't make the work harder than it seems. Don't say, oh, this math work is really hard, I can't do it. If you do it at that moment, and if you study like 30 minutes each day, when that work comes, you'll be able to fast do it. And just do your work. Start with your hardest classes of the day. I find that easier for me to start with my hardest class and then work my way through my easiest class because you can fly right through it. and just finish it. If you start it, finish it at that moment. Why get good grades? I asked a couple students on campus as to why they thought getting good grades was good. Well, one answered back with a question: why shouldn't we get good grades? Which is true. There should be no reason why we can't get good grades. We should all put in the same effort in each class, or if there's a harder class, put in more effort so you can understand it. Because hard work pays off in the end. You'll see in your grades, those A's or those B pluses was because you put in that hard work. And also you might want to graduate with a GPA that's high, right? Exactly. That also looks good on your resume. And when you graduate and you have that diploma and you graduate with a 4.0, you feel accomplished, like, wow, my hard work really paid off. Another reason is it relieves stress. Let's say you get a bad grade, throughout that entire week, you're still thinking about, I really got a bad grade, right? That's true. So if you get a good grade, the next day you're like, oh, I got an A. You feel accomplished and you don't feel as stressed as when the next test comes. If you fail it, you can fail the class. But if you have that A or that B, you feel more confident for the next, like if you get a B, you're still gonna have a B or an A in the class. And it's rewarding. When you graduate, you need good grades to graduate, right? So choose to succeed, do not be lazy, do your work, and don't be a quitter. We want to be winners and successful students with great grades, which is why we should do our work and study. Keep in mind, studying will help us get good grades and be successful in our academics. Going to class allows us to learn and do great, and avoid procrastination will help. Getting good grades will help us feel accomplished and happy. Here are my references. Any questions?